Today we are going to talk about a tech giant which is one of the most popular brand names in the world. For almost 40 years now, they have been the number one software provider in the world. The total number of computers running their operating system is more than the number of cars there are in the world. If you took their 2019 revenue and divided it among all the people in the world, each person would end up with about $16.5. No points for guessing this one. We are talking about none other than Microsoft, a company that is deeply ingrained in our daily lives and an entity that has more money, more impact and more influence than a lot of countries. So let's dive right into the story of Microsoft. बात है 1968 की। वॉशिंगटन के एक शहर सियाटल के 4 बच्चों की जो कंप्यूटर से फैसिनेटेड थे, मगर कंप्यूटर यूजेज का रेंट काफी ज्यादा था, तो उन्हें एक तरकीब सूझी। They discovered some bugs in the system and figured out a way to use the computers for free. Yes, computer hacking does go way back to 1968. The kids had their share of fun, but soon the Computer Center Corporation caught them and banned them from using computer systems. Now try to imagine stealing from a bank and then after being caught, selling security systems to the same bank. Crazy, right? Well, that is exactly what these 4 teenagers did. They formed Lakeside Programmers Club to help companies identify and fix bugs in their computer systems. And funnily enough, their first client was the Computer Center Corporation, the company that had banned them a few months ago. 2 of these boys were 19-year-old Paul Allen and 17-year-old Bill Gates. In 1975, the cover of a magazine called Popular Electronics featuring the latest computer called the Altair 8800 caught the eye of Paul Allen and Bill Gates. Allen, who had already dropped out of college, convinced Gates to do the same and got in touch with Ed Roberts, the manufacturer of the Altair. When Ed Roberts requested a demonstration of the program, Allen and Gates were thrilled and worried at the same time, because the truth was that not only had they created nothing for the Altair 8800, neither of them had even used one before. The duo managed to create a new program for the Altair 8800 in time for their meeting, and the demo worked perfectly. This gave birth to the Altair Basic program, which became the foundation software for the new company that the duo formed, named Microprocessor Software, which was eventually condensed to Microsoft. By 1980, which was just 5 years after creating the Altair Basic, Microsoft's revenue had touched $30 million. In 1981, when the computer industry giant IBM was getting ready to release personal computers, Gates and Allen decided to go all out to make sure that it would be Microsoft's operating system that would power all those PCs. इस बार गेट्स और एलन ने एक लोकल कंप्यूटर कंपनी सियाटल कंप्यूटर से $75,000 में एक बेसिक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम खरीदा, जिसका नाम था 86 DOS। इस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को रीवर्क और रीनेम करके नाम दिया MS DOS और IBM को प्रेजेंट कर दिया। जब फाइनली IBM के पर्सनल कंप्यूटर्स लॉन्च हुए और उन्होंने मार्केट में धूम मचा दी, MS DOS रातों रात बन गया दुनिया का नंबर 1 ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम। IBM के साथ साथ माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने इस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का लाइसेंस ऑलमोस्ट हर बड़ी कंप्यूटर कंपनी को बेच दिया, सिर्फ एक कंपनी को छोड़कर, स्टीव वॉजनियाक और स्टीव जॉब्स का नया स्टार्टअप एप्पल कंप्यूटर्स। Even without Apple's interest, Microsoft was soon growing by leaps and bounds. But sadly, Paul Allen was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, a cancer that affects the lymphatic system. He decided to leave the company and Gates was left as the sole leader. Very soon, Microsoft put together a bundle of applications called Microsoft Office, which was such an attractive proposition that even Apple made it a part of their computers. And Bill Gates and Steve Jobs actually started working closely. When Windows 1.0 was released in 1985, it bore a striking resemblance to the graphical user interface of the Apple II computer. Steve Jobs was angry about this theft and even publicly criticized Microsoft. This is where the rivalry of Microsoft and Apple began. Even though Windows 1 turned out to be a failure, the growth of MS Office skyrocketed the revenue for Microsoft And in 1987, at the age of 31, Bill Gates became the world's youngest self-made billionaire. 1995 was the year when Microsoft became a household name, because that is the year they launched Windows 95. Gates was so sure of the potential of Windows 95 that he spent about $300 million for the marketing campaign. And as expected, the launch was a huge success, and Windows 95 sold 1 million copies of the operating system in just 4 days. In the coming years, Microsoft grew even bigger, and by 1996-97, their market valuation was in excess of $250 billion now, making Bill Gates the richest man in the world. अभी तक आपको लग रहा होगा कि ये कितनी फेरी टेल स्टोरी है जिसमें कोई डिफिकल्टीज ही नहीं है. But soon some problems arose. The US government took Microsoft to court based on their practices of pressuring computer manufacturers to make Windows the default operating system on all their computers. The government considered this an attempt to monopolize the market and eliminate all their competitors. If they lost, Microsoft would be split into two companies, one that produced the operating system and another that produced all other software. And that is exactly what happened. All the legal troubles took its toll on Gates, and he decided to step down as CEO, and in his place came long-time employee Steve Ballmer. By the mid-2000s, Microsoft was riding high on the success of Windows XP and Xbox, but the one mistake that cost them dearly was ignoring the mobile phone market. Apple, on the other hand, believed in the potential of the mobile phone and released one of the most revolutionary tech products of all time, the iPhone. In the following years, powered by the iPhone and other launches, Apple soon overtook Microsoft to become the most valued company in the world. Bill Gates later admitted that ignoring the mobile phone market was his biggest regret. Then came the era of FANG: Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. These were the drivers of the tech world, and while Microsoft was still a big player, it was not the innovator or leader like it used to be. This is when Steve Ballmer decided to step down as CEO and Satya Nadella took over. With a couple of acquisitions and launches, Microsoft's graph started to rise again. And with the growth of their cloud computing business in the form of Microsoft Azure, once again Microsoft was back on top. And in 2018, it regained its position as the world's most valued company. Even today, Microsoft is one of the biggest brands in the world, and their products like Windows and MS Office enjoy a high share of the respective markets. This can be gauged by the fact that Windows and MS Office are the two most pirated softwares in the whole world. With Bill Gates completely out of the Microsoft board, all eyes are on the CEO Satya Nadella to take the company to the next level. Currently, Amazon is at the top of the tech world. But as consumers, all we can do is wait and watch, because you never know what might happen next. Till then, आप लोग खेलते रहिए Mind Wars, only on ZEE5.